Picture this. It's a quiet Sunday morning. You're sitting at your kitchen table with a warm cup of coffee, breathing in that familiar, comforting aroma. The sunlight is spilling gently through the curtains, painting the room in a soft golden glow. Outside, you can hear the faint hum of the neighborhood waking up. A dog barking in the distance, someone starting their car, the sound of leaves rustling in the breeze. Across from you sits someone very special. The person who, after years of loneliness, has brought back laughter, warmth, and that little spark in your heart you thought had faded forever. You've been together for some time now. You've shared dinners that seem to last for hours, weekend getaways, unexpected laughter, and even tears that somehow felt lighter because you weren't facing them alone. And lately, a thought has been growing stronger. Why not take the next step? Why not live together? But the very moment that thought becomes a plan, another one creeps in, and it's heavy. What will my family say? You can almost hear their voices now. Isn't it too soon? What's going to happen with your house? Are you sure you can trust them? Your heart feels torn in two. You want this happiness. You've earned it. But you also don't want to create tension or distance between you and the people you love most. Here's the truth. Living together after 60 is not just about combining furniture under the same roof. It's about merging your daily rhythms, sharing your mornings and nights, opening your space and your life to someone in a new way. But for your family, it can feel like so much more than that. For years, your loved ones have had a certain picture of who you are and how you live. Maybe they still see you as mom or dad living alone, or grandma with a cozy house where the grandkids visit on weekends. Changing that picture can be unsettling. Sometimes their reaction isn't really about you at all. It's about change. And change, even good change, can make people uncomfortable. They might fear losing time with you or that your attention will shift. They might worry about money, inheritance, property, retirement savings. Some might feel protective because they've seen you hurt before. And then there are those who see things through the lens of old traditions, where living together without marriage feels wrong, no matter your age. When you face hesitation or disapproval, it's so easy to second-guess yourself. You start thinking, am I being selfish? What if they stop visiting me? Is this really worth the trouble? But here's something you must remember, and I want you to hold on to it with both hands. Your happiness matters. You've spent decades putting other people's needs first. You've given, sacrificed, compromised. Now this chapter of your life is about honoring your own heart without abandoning love for those who matter to you. And if what I'm saying right now is striking a chord with you, I want you to hit that like button, not for me, but as a quiet promise to yourself that your joy is worth protecting. Now, let's talk about how to actually approach this conversation with your family so that it doesn't explode into conflict. The biggest mistake I see people make is simply announcing the decision as if it's already been made. We're moving in together without preparing their loved ones first. When you do that, it's like skipping a whole chapter in a book they thought they were reading with you. Instead, you need to invite them into your journey so they can adjust emotionally before you share the final decision. First, you need to be crystal clear in your own mind about why you want this. Ask yourself, what will living together truly add to my life? How will we handle finances, space, and routines? Am I ready not just for the happiness, but for the adjustments too? When you know exactly why you want this, you can speak about it calmly without feeling defensive. Next, warm them up. Before you ever mention living together, share the positives this relationship has brought into your life. For example, being with Mark has brought so much joy back into my days. I laugh more, I feel more alive than I have in years. This sets the stage for them to see your relationship as something healthy and uplifting, instead of focusing immediately on logistics and potential problems. Then, choose your moment carefully. Don't bring it up at a rushed holiday dinner or when everyone is already stressed. Find a quiet, private moment when you have their full attention. It also helps to anticipate their questions and have answers ready. If they ask, "What about your house?" you could say, "I'll be keeping my property in my name and I've already made sure everything is legally in order." When you do talk about it, use I statements.
Instead of, "We've decided to move in together and that's that," try, "I've been thinking about my future and I feel ready to share my home with someone I love." This keeps the focus on your feelings rather than framing it as a confrontation. And if you're feeling like this advice is already helping you prepare for that talk, go ahead and subscribe, because I've got so many more videos coming on how to navigate family pushback without damaging relationships. Now, here's the part nobody likes to hear. Even if you do everything right, some people still won't approve, at least at first. That's why you need to blend patience with firmness. If they're upset, listen before you respond. Sometimes people just want to feel heard. Acknowledge their feelings by saying, "I understand why this feels sudden." Then share the steps you've already taken to protect yourself, your financial planning, your healthcare decisions, whatever safeguards you've put in place. If they try to talk you out of it, hold your ground kindly. "I love that you care about me, and I've thought deeply about this. It feels right for me at this stage of my life." And as someone threatens to distance themselves, I know that can be heartbreaking, but you can't control someone else's choice to step back. Often, when they see over time that you're truly happy and safe, they come around. Your goal here isn't to win the argument. It's to show, through your actions and your peace of mind, that this decision is bringing you joy, stability, and love. When people see proof of your happiness, fear often gives way to acceptance. Let me give you an example. A friend of mine, Linda, was terrified to tell her grown children that she wanted to live with her partner, Paul. She expected arguments, cold shoulders, maybe even tears. And yes, at first, her kids were quiet and distant, but she stayed patient. She kept inviting them over, kept including them in her life, and over time, they saw that Paul wasn't replacing them. He was making their mom laugh again. Now, years later, they can't imagine life without him. You spent your life giving to others, raising kids, building a home, caring for family, carrying responsibilities. Now it's time to give yourself permission to write a chapter that's about your joy. Living together after 60 is not about rushing into something. It's about making a thoughtful, loving decision that honors your needs and your heart. Speak your truth with calm, preparation, and love. That's how you give your family the best chance not just to accept your choice, but maybe even to celebrate it with you. If this video has helped you see a clearer path forward, please like it, share it with a friend who might need it, and subscribe for more conversations about love, life, and happiness after 60. And in the comments, tell me, what's the hardest part for you about having this conversation with your family? I read every single one.